In 1998, when I was in third year of college, I had made up my mind to do chartered accountancy. So I was exploring various firms and options, and I was advised by a family friend about Deloitte, and I went and met the partner. At that point of time, Deloitte Delhi was a relatively smaller organization as compared to the other big four in Delhi. So once after meeting the partner, I realized that this was the organization that I wanted to work with, because a lot of changes were being planned out at that point of time. And so I realized that since I was looking for career opportunities and growth, it will be the best place for me to grow further. I think there have been plenty of beautiful experiences. I think the person that I am anyways is attributable to Deloitte. But I think one of the best moments was when we shifted into a new office at Gopal Das Bhavan, and the partner had all of us involved in setting up of the office, and from putting labels on where people are going to be seated to setting up the cupboards and the shelves, and and even introducing materials to staff. I think that those were moments that really brought us closer to the organization and made me feel very involved and in part of the organization. I think the other aspect that I really miss is the constant buzz that surrounds the industry we were in anyways. There were always some new issues in terms of client issues, and the fact that every month we would just go to a new place, new environment, new challenges with clients. So I think those were moments that I really miss now. I think one of the major qualities that I really imbibed while in Deloitte was leadership. Because I think since I mentioned earlier, we were a smaller organization then, we were given a lot of opportunities came my way. And from a very early on in my career, I was heading assignments and managing teams. So it became very easy for me to lead people, to get work done. And I think it made me a complete go-getter in terms of going and getting the work done, especially having to deal with a lot of outside agencies in terms of clients. Within that, there are organizations, separate departments. So I think that really helped me when I moved on to the industry as well, because it always involves a lot of interdependence, correlation. So yes, that ways I think Deloitte really made me who I am. I was in Deloitte for 10 years, so every part of Deloitte makes me proud. I said, and the fact that today we hear about a lot of things happening in organizations, in the big four especially, but thankfully Deloitte has always stayed up above all this. And now, so I feel really good to having worked in an organization, and especially when I go out and say that I was with Deloitte for 10 years, and it's like, oh my God, it's a very oh my God moment. So I feel really proud of my association and the fact that it turned out, I think now it's doing phenomenally well, and I feel really proud of it. You're working in one of the best organizations, and there are plenty of opportunities there. I think it's really important to raise your hand when the opportunity crosses you. And also because now especially there's a lot of movement, it's all over, there's presence all over India, there's presence all over the globe. So I feel the opportunities are there, just work hard, be committed, all the good things will come your way.